Warning: under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as a criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. All people are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. I reserve my First Amendment rights to express myself.
Hey, welcome. So today we are going to just do a video on these floodings. I'm going to try to do multiple videos so that way I can try to get out as much and we're not here for 4 hours where I'm just, where I'm here and not here, here and here, here. So I am going to try to do this, edit, and get these videos out to you guys and try to get you the information that y'all are seeking. So the first thing we are going to talk about are the floodings. So again, as you may heard, Mystic Camp, there is over 130 people that passed away in that flooding, and the count continues to grow. There's still over 150 people, give or take, that are still missing. So our hearts are still going out to them. People are still searching. I know I believe it was the 13th, they had to stop the searching because there was another flood here in Lampasas, Texas. So we're going to get into that story now. Okay. I was like, I know they had a video.
At Urban Optics, we focus on delivering the best experience.
Madison Myers reporting in your neighborhood of Lampasas County here at WM Brook Park, one of the many areas hit with heavy rain and flash flooding over the weekend. I spoke to neighbors in this area who tell me they've never seen anything like this.
I've lived here for 40 years and I have never seen nothing this bad. Not ever.
That's how neighbors are describing the flooding and heavy rain that slammed Central Texas early Sunday morning. The Lampasas River surged more than 30 feet, leaving behind toppled trees, road closures, and even forcing the evacuation of an RV park in Kempner. I spent the day in Lampasas County speaking with residents still trying to process the damage. For many, it's hard to put into words.
How does it make you feel seeing, the community like this?
Scared. Because if we have to evacuate, where are we going to go? There's creeks and rivers all around us.
I walked through WM Brook Park in Lampasas, now nearly unrecognizable after the flooding. Texas DPS confirming multiple deployments across Central Texas, including Kempner conducting search and rescue operations throughout the area. Back in Lampasas, residents like Georgia are left picking up the pieces.
It was so bad, I got an old freezer out on my driveway against the fence, and it water pushed that freezer 3 foot away from the fence.
Flooding, leaving roads like this one near Hannah Springs Elementary completely impassable. Photos from the Kempner Fire Department showing water nearly breaching the bridge along Highway I-90. For neighbors like Georgia, the shock hasn't worn off.
I've lived here for 40 years and I've never seen nothing like this happen. You'd never dreamed that water can be this powerful or this strong.
Texas game wardens were sent out to several other Central Texas areas, including San Saba and El Dorado. For more information on the latest weather events in our community, visit our website.
Rescue crews found the couple clinging to trees less than 100 yards apart after floodwaters submerged their car. Lampasas County, Texas, raging floodwaters led to a dramatic rescue early Sunday morning in Lampasas County. The Texas game wardens helped rescue, along with local officials, helped rescue the man and woman after their vehicle was swept nearly a mile downstream by the floodwaters. According to the Texas game wardens, the car was forced by floodwaters into a square culvert underneath some railroad tracks, fully submerging the vehicle. Somehow the couple managed to escape the vehicle. The man was rescued by Texas game wardens about 15 feet above the water as he held onto a tree. The woman was found less than 100 yards further downstream, also holding onto a tree. Dangerous flooding in Lampasas over the weekend. Heavy rain pushed the Lampasas River from its normal level of 10 feet to a dangerously high 33 feet on Sunday. The waters also swept away a beloved Boy Scout ferry system and left Hancock Park in unrecognizable condition. Sunday's rainfall forced the Kemper Volunteer Fire Department to close several low water crossings in the county while also issuing evacuation orders for elderly residents at an area apartment complex, along with two RV parks in the county. A dramatic time-lapse video has showed the Lampasas River in Youngsport rise rapidly Sunday after the rains. So, yes, again, it did rise over, it was up to 33 feet. So, it is very dangerous. Again, if you see things like that one picture, um, let's see what's kind of going on.
Quicker in the response, but also understanding that it's the locals who know what is best in responding to a disaster.
So Abbott says half the states are helping the Texas Hill Country rebuild and recover missing people. Some crews did get back to searching yesterday, but others are on hold due to the rain.
Okay, fans in tears after learning what Eagle star quietly did for his community. While the NFL world scrolls through highlights and reels and endorsement deals, one quarterback quietly chose compassion over cameras. No tweets, no interviews, just action, pure and deeply human. Jalen Hurts, the face of the Philadelphia Eagles and a proud son of humble Texas, has once again proven that leadership doesn't need to be loud. In the wake of devastating flash floods that ripped through central Texas, killing dozens and leaving families shattered, Hurts stepped in, not with words, but with his heart. According to local reports, Hertz personally covered funeral expenses for several victims and financially supported families displaced by that tragedy. There was no announcement, no jersey, no spotlight. It wasn't until community workers confirmed the act the story even surfaced. That's just how he's built. One volunteer who witnessed Hertz kneeling beside a grieving grandmother said he didn't come to be seen, he came to serve. Another source close to the scene revealed that Hertz had quietly arranged for emergency housing for children who lost their parents in the flood. This isn't the first time he's done something like this, and probably won't be the last. Because to Jalen Hurts, showing up when it matters most, especially for home, isn't charity, it's duty. In a league often obsessed with stats, brands, and narratives, Hurts keeps writing a different kind of legacy, one defined by grace, humility, and an unshakable sense of purpose. You won't find it on a highlight tape, but you will feel it in every corner of his hometown and in every Eagles fan who now calls him not just their quarterback, but their example. And stay tuned to ESPN because real greatness doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it shows up. It just shows up. Okay, guys. Again, thank you for being here with me, dishing tea with Dee. It was a pleasure. Don't forget to stay safe. Again, please, if you want to volunteer, follow the information that was provided. Again, just think about the things that you may need if you were lost everything, just the necessities, clothes, hygiene, feminine products, things like that, non-perishable foods. Just really use some common sense and make sure you stay safe. If you want to volunteer, please sign up to volunteer. Try to keep the roads as open as possible so that way first responders can make their way through, because there are still locating people and they are going to need first responders as to get there as quickly as possible. Um, that way we try to save as many lives as we can. Okay. So again, if you are wanting to help out the organization, Vivid Lifestyles VVLS, we help support the abuse. If you know anybody who is needing help, please have them reach out to me. We have a bunch of resources. I have a bunch of resources. I will personally help in any way I can. Again, if you are wanting to help out in any way, please go to the QR code at the top. You can donate there. You could donate there if you want to reach out to me and volunteer in any way. Just go down to the link at the bottom, streamlabs.com /Dish and Tea with D. Just send me an email. Just make sure you put volunteer in the subject box, and we'll get you going as far as helping the abusive community out here. Again, there is a lot of abuse in Texas, and we are going to continue the stories, so please keep a lookout. Again, thank you for being here with me. Stay safe, pray for all the families, and definitely thank jalenhurts. Give him his props. Shout out to him. Hashtag jalenhurts. Definitely want to show him some love. Don't forget, he does have his children's book coming out next year. You definitely want to take a look at that. It's the cutest thing ever. So definitely support him in any way as possible too. We are all here to help out. Again, thank you for being here. Stay safe. Prayers to everybody. And don't forget, pinkies up.